Hi, it's back again, or I'm back again. This is Barry Selby once again, speaking to you about this topic of permission, but differently, because I got some feedback on the first video, and if you're watching this from that one, you may have understood from the comments that there was some hackles that were raised, and some messages I got from people who don't even know me were giving me that feedback. So this is more of an invitation. Let me rephrase that. So I'm calling it permission granted because it's up to you, ladies, to give yourself permission. And that's the mistake I didn't, sorry, that was the statement I didn't make clearly in the first video. I may have said some things about permission from the masculine side. It's more about the fact that so many women are thinking that, and I'm sorry to say this, and I know the people in the first video didn't like this when I said it, but some are expecting the men to give them permission. And I guess what I'm realizing I should have said in the first one, so I'm saying it here, hopefully get it clearly, that many women out there, and it may not be you, but a lot of women I've spoken to and met over the years, have been waiting for some sort of sign, some sort of comment from men that it's okay. And I'm going to say it this way: don't wait. I'm not going to give, and to go against what I said in the first video, I'm not going to give you permission because it's not my job, as was thankfully shown to me. So I'm going to be really clear about clearing that one up. This is an invitation from the masculine that, ladies, we need your feminine heart in the world more than ever. Today's conversation, because this is part of a series I may have mentioned before, and it's going to be probably, right now it's about a dozen topics I've got. We'll see if it condenses down or not. But at least this one is talking specifically, and thanks for joining me, by the way. Appreciate those of you who are here live, and I'm sure on the replays, there'll be quite a few based on what happened in my first video. But I've noticed a lot with my clients and also with women I know that they've been, and this is kind of what I said in the first one about playing at 80%. What I mean in a lot of ways is about women I know have been shortchanging their possibilities. And I can venture some suggestions of what may be causing it, but I want to speak more to the solution. So first of all, there are many women out there who have been thinking that they must play at second-class citizens, which I hate to say because I hate knowing women do that. So let me be clear about this. I'm standing on your side of the fence for this conversation, ladies. But there are many women out there who have given up some things in their lives because of family obligations, because they've chosen to be mothers. And I understand that. And I also see there are so many women out there who have got incredible gifts, incredible service, incredible hearts to thrive in the world and are holding back. And speaking from the male point of view and seeing what we men, globally speaking, have not done for the planet, your presence on the planet, your gifts are needed on this planet more than ever. And this is going to become more of a plea if I'm not careful, but I want to stick to the honest truth here. So what I mean by dreams, what I mean by living your dreams and expressing your dreams is there are women out there I know, and certainly with some of the clients I've worked with, to unearth those visions, those dreams, those intentions has been work. Because for many of them, and I guess in some ways it's true for men too, but this is primarily my message to the women, that life has given us curveballs or challenges where we suppressed our hearts, our visions, our dreams to fit in, to be to be part of the general surface without being a ripple in the waves, as it were. And frankly, hi to Lisa, nice to have you here. Thanks for saying hi. Frankly, it's time more now than ever that we become game changers, we become wave makers, we become, I'll say pot stirrers, but that's a bit too crude, but the sense that we are destined, we are needed to make a change. I had the chance yesterday to listen to a good speaker talking about how with the changes happening on the planet, and particularly what's happening in the United States right now, there's a need for us as individuals to set up a spiritual perspective on things. And I don't want to go too far down that road because it's off topic, but we have a need to step into our hearts and into our love to make the changes versus against what isn't working. We're really needed, and ladies, especially for you. We may have got changes to make, but frankly, I got a feeling that it's going to be the ladies that lead the way. Yeah, this is something that's been brewing in me for a while, and I'm saying it now because so many ladies I know, I feel like I want to cheer them on. I want to just say, ladies, step up, not as a invitation. Let me be clear about that. I'm watching what I was saying after what happened in the first video, but also that there's more need for the breadth of heartfelt expression of gifts and dreams that women bring. So in the series, I'm going to go deeper into the beliefs I believe and also the limits that women have placed on themselves. But I want to speak in this one just in a succinct way that the invitation is out there. This is an introductory video, the second one, that speaks to what I'm aware of with women I've worked with, again, friends, clients, and women I know who have held themselves back. And again, this is not from a place of judging, far from it. It's from a place of, please step up, please come out, please live your dreams in the world. As much as the world may not seem to be receptive, what I've noticed, and this is the thing I'm loving seeing, is when you do step up and step out and bring your gifts into the world, you tend to magnetize support for it. Other women will come to your aid as sisters. Men who are awake, I'm being particular about that, will see this as a gift, not a threat. Because there are men in the world, and I'm going to be honest about this, who feel threatened by women. And I'm sure women, you know this. And so when you, and in some parts of the world, it's extremely reactionary. Being the Western world, it's not quite as overt, but it's still there. So what I'm saying to you ladies from the male heart, from the male voice, from the masculine heart, is please bring it. If it requires that more men stand up, and I hope they do, to join in this conversation and to be in alignment with what you're doing, count me in. That simple. I feel that more and more this world is about to turn a corner, and if we don't bring you ladies forward and we don't invite and request your strength, your gifts, your skills into the world now, we might be crashing and burning. We've already shown signs of that on so many ways. So I really appreciate you folks, you ladies out there, saying yes, stepping up, and being willing to express your gifts in the world, to share your dreams in the world, and to step in, you know? So I'm sorry, I'm reading Talisa's comment. This is the time to step up, but you would not believe what I'm up against in education. This is, okay, so let me speak to that one just as a point. I'm not an educator, not in the business, not in this academic system, but I understand your point. But what I'm aware of, having read quite a bit over the web and over the world the last few years, that there are examples of and instances of a paradigm shift. Now, traditional education system isn't built to support our growth and our evolution. That may sound controversial, but it's the truth. Academia is designed to train us to become workers in factories. Hasn't changed in 100 years. The education system isn't working. That the education model can change. And how you bring education to the masses, to the children, to groups, can be done outside of the framework. That is the dream that you may be carrying. Your heart's work, Talisa, maybe to bring your gifts in a way that changes the education system. And doing it from the inside may be harder than it could be from the outside, or vice versa. But if your heart's strong, if your vision is truly aligned to this change, this raising of the ability to educate. And by the way, little side fact. Education comes from the Latin educare, which means to bring forth from within. So education is not about filling kids with ideas. It's about invoking their inspiration, their inner gifts, their inner vocation, which we all have. So whether the kids or adults, we all need education, as in bringing forth from within that which inspires the world. So this ties together in a way, which I love. But Talisa, I just want to say, I hold for you that can happen. I truly hold for your vision, which I believe you have, about changing what happens in the system so that the kids get educated, because the system's not built for that yet. But it's time to evolve it. It's a very old system, hasn't changed in many years. And it's time that our children and our adults, yes, all of us, raise the bar of our ability to think, to feel, to share, and to teach. So I support you in that vision, presuming that's what you're bringing forward. And for all of us, and for ladies in particular, as again this video is intended towards the ladies, there's a time, and the time is now, to bring a vision forward. With what happened politically the last month or so, some women I know have felt like they've given up. They felt like they're lost. This is not accurate. What's happened is the presentation of leadership, which is not who is really running the show, has been shifted to make you look like you lost. Well, first of all, we're not done yet. Secondly, there's a way of making changes in the leadership by leading your own life. And third, This is, I believe, the last hurrah. This is the last expression of an old model, the Grand Old Party or the Old Boys Network, all these labels. And this is the extreme, because it is extreme, example of that. What's being brought forward is such an against model, against people, against the country, against the environment, against humanity. And eventually it's going to self-combust. It's going to self-destroy itself. Self-destroy itself. That was an interesting phrase. I'm not being political. I'm just being observant of what I've seen happening. And what I've heard recently is there's a movement afoot. And if you have been watching the news, particularly lately, there have been some changes happening based upon peaceful protest, peaceful communication, peaceful vision, and prayer, even prayer, that has made a difference. And I believe that there is a way through this apparent discord to a place of healing and wholeness for the country and ultimately for the world. This is not where I was planning to go, but it's the way the message went. So bring it back once again to the topic, because I do want to make this fairly short, like a 10-minute video was the plan. I think I'm about that. Ladies, just saying once again from the beginning, the invitation I offer to you is please bring your dreams and your visions into the world and live them fully. We need you now more than ever, and even with the apparent loss that happened last month in a political meaning in this country, this is the best time to step up your dreams and your visions, because I believe women as a whole, as sisters, can be more impactful than ever now. And it's time you awoke in a way that will wake up maybe the Kali presence, the fiery dragon, as it were, or the mother steps up and just tells the boys to step down. That may be political sounding, but it's certainly societal change that I'm inviting. So ladies, please bring it on, because I'm willing to stand with you and make space for you and hold for you so that you can have that exactly expressed in the world. And I'm here to support you. That's it. I've got another couple of topics brewing, and I'm probably going to do these about every 2 or 3 days. If you didn't watch my first video, I did that on Friday. Please go back and watch that one. But I'm going to do Facebook Lives more frequently on this general theme. So at least, yes. So you agree the whole model can change. I'm serving my life purpose, but old doctrines will not fade as quickly. Ironically, and no, I cannot give up. I can't not give up. Yes, I agree with you. The good news is, though, Talisa, you're not alone. I know quite a few people who are in the academic teaching education system who are changing things. So it's more about you finding each other energetically and also keeping going, because you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. So thank you for doing what you're doing and stepping up. Much appreciated. And for those of you watching, please invite your comments and thoughts on my video. Please feel free to comment below. And if you want to reach out to me, message me over Facebook, and we go from there. All right. Take care of yourselves, friends. I'm taking off now. This was meant to be a short video, and I want to keep it that way. I'll be back on again in a few days, and if you want to talk further, feel free to message me. All right? Take care. Bye.